And no! I told you Bilal Muhammad was going to win that belt. Leon Edwards folded like a cheap suitcase. And my girl, BRUNA Brazil, beat the absolute shit out of Molly McCann. God, does it feel good to be right. After 2 embarrassing weeks, we finally bounced back. 4-1 on bets. I think I went 10 and 2 on my picks. 10 and 2 on picks. Let me double check that because I want to get the record straight. Made a ton of money. Got all my money back that I lost the previous couple weeks. And even had some profit left. I cashed a plus 250 ticket on BRUNA. A 3-1 ticket on Hadley by decision. He schooled Keelan Loughran. Also cashed a big bet on Mick Parking. I went 12 and 2. Let's go. Yeah, the only picks that I got wrong were Giga Chikadze and CLD. And honestly, man, if Chikadze didn't get injured, I think he wins because that second round was close. I think it's just one of those classic situations where he won the first half of the second round, and then Allen took the last half. The last 2.5 minutes of that round. So naturally, the judges gave the round to him. But I scored it for Allen, so no complaints there. It was close. He definitely slowed down at that mark, so it must have been the injury. And CLD, I was so close. Pre-fight, I really wanted to take CLD, and I made a shit ton of money on Patty the Batty Pimblett. What a statement. I'll get into that later because I think there's something shady going on there. I obviously took advantage of it. I knew. I hate to be the guy to be I told you so. I knew it because a lot of the times we are wrong, but God, does it feel good to be right. Enjoy the intro.
Statement made, bitches!
Starting out the recap, we have the main event. Bilal, call him the welterweight champion now. He does not have hands like Canelo. Okay, yeah, I predicted that Muhammad would win. And Leon Edwards, I think the stars align here for Muhammad. Edwards did not show up. He was falling asleep throughout the fight. Maybe that's because that's the way Bilal fights and it's so boring. He was also falling asleep. But I think that weird starting time got to him. It's the last fight. It's a 5-rounder. So yeah, I can cut him some slack. I hate Leon Edwards. I think he's a fucking idiot. So I don't feel bad for him, but I cannot wait to fight Belal Muhammad. When he defends his belt, either Usman, if they give a title shot to Covington, I don't think he can beat him. But either be it the new up and comers, fucking Ian Gary, Shafkat. I think Usman beats him. Dana already said they are not going to give Edwards a rematch, at least not for now. But yeah, I cannot wait to fight Belal, because Belal showed us that was the best version of him. That's the best he's ever looked. He did everything perfect. And I'm not saying you can make an argument for Edwards to win the fight, because definitely not. I don't think if you give him round 5, you cannot give him round 1, and if you give him round 1, you cannot give him round 5. So at best, Edwards won 2 rounds. I gave him 3 and 5. But it was Belal pretty clear, 1, 2, and 4. I guess you can make an argument for Belal winning round 5 also, but he didn't do shit, and Leon put damage in those 30 seconds. So, but in my book, Leon won that round. So I had a 3-2. It was close. It definitely was close. So you got a perfect. Belal did everything right, and it still was close. And Leon Edwards, he looked like shit out there. So that just shows you that the stars align for Muhammad here. Great. Is it a great story? I know what's happening on the world with the war and shit, and so that's good for those people, right? Good win for them. They definitely needed the publicity. And I saw Dana was pissed. Dana was pissed. But I honestly believe he was more upset that Leon Edwards did not show up. More than he was upset about Belal winning the belt. It's like I said on my preview video, my predictions. I said Belal's going to win, and that's probably better for the UFC. I mean, Belal at least tries. I know he's corny and cringy and has a weird voice, pretty annoying, doesn't have a huge fan base, but the guy he puts himself out there, man. He tries to be funny, he engages. He went out in Manchester, showing off the belt in the streets of Manchester. So at least he tries. Leon is boring. The UFC is definitely done with him. And I think they can force Muhammad to fight in 2 months. I really do. I don't think he has any leverage. On the post-fight show with I think it was Shale and Coach Dean with Lorosenko, they were saying that they would like to see Usman versus Muhammad, because they do not believe that a Muhammad Shafkat pay-per-view would sell, and I guess I kind of agree. I mean, Belal Muhammad doesn't have any fans. The hardcore fans hate him, and I agree that Shafkat is probably a fight to make, but he's not a name. Shafkat still not a name with the casual fans, So he doesn't speak a lick of English. So they were saying just give him to Usman. The question is, would Usman take the fight? I think he does, and Usman would definitely sell a lot more PPVs than Shafkat. As crazy as it sounds, as a hardcore fan, you're like, what? That does not make any sense. But casual fans have no idea who that guy is. Genghis Khan looking like, boy. Yeah, with Edwards, I mean, did the UFC did him dirty? Yes. I think he should fight someone. I don't think they give him to Ian Gary because I think he beats Ian Gary. They're pretty much the same fighter, you know. Low volume, do everything right. I'll do it. No. Now that I'm really thinking about it, Ian Gary definitely beats him. He has a higher IQ. Leon is just dumb. He's kind of I think he has a little bit of that tism where he just let's go everything by the book. And I mean, if you got any sport experience, I don't care if it's fighting in combat sports, fucking tennis, whatever, you know that you cannot get away with doing everything by the book. Shit happens. And you have to be smarter than just do everything by the book. But good win for Bilal, man. He really fought his ass off. He looked motivated, he looked hungry, Edwards looked tired and sleepy. Good win for Bilal. I got Muhammad by decision. Got it right. I think he hit Tom pretty hard on their fighting. Tom did not win down. Tom's faster, so if obviously that there's always that puncher's chance, especially at heavyweight, and with Pavlich's power, yeah, that could happen. But it would have to be the perfect punch. The stars would have to align for Pavlovich that night, like they did with Bilal on Saturday. I just know that we will never see him fight John Jones. John Jones is retiring after he beats Stipe. Everybody knows it. Everybody's just, hoping and lying to themselves, gaslighting that John Jones will fight Tom Aspinall. And even if he does, it's going to be in a year, probably June, May, if we're lucky, April. If he goes out and submits Stipe in 2 minutes, no damage, then maybe it could be March. Fuck, I hate John Jones, bro. I do not like that guy. And for Blades, man, I feel bad for him. I really do. I'm a Curtis Blades fan. But he was outgunned here. He landed a good couple shots. Tom made them like sandwich. Curtis has good hands, but he's slow. He's no match for Aspinall on the feet. And what the fuck was that? I mean, really, his only chance was to put on a wrestling clinic. I know the fight starts on the feet, but he went toe to toe with Aspinall and got caught. When he was dropped, I mean, why would he lay on his belly? That's like the stupidest thing. Easiest stop ever. I don't care if he wasn't out. It looked like why would you step in? But the outcome would have not changed in that fight. And I agree with the stoppage. Good win for Tom Aspinall. He's on his path to be the GOAT. I know he's 31, but this is heavyweight. He could still fight. He probably still has 6 years at this level, which is insane. Nobody's beating this guy. Mick Parkin. Can you imagine a fight between Tom Aspinall and Mick Parkin? I know Mick Parkin has somewhat of a chin, but he has no chance. Tom Aspinall is going to be the GOAT, the heavyweight GOAT, once it's all said and done. Next up, Patty the Batty submits old King Green in the first round. I told you guys, as soon as I saw that Pimblett was wearing orange shorts, I was already high on Pimblett on this fight. I put the fucking house on Pimblett. if you have no idea why or why am I referencing those orange shorts, I would advise that you take a look into gematria and some Mason shit. But those guys cannot get enough of that color orange. But anyways, back to the breakdown. Either Green was injured, or this was rigged, or he knew he was supposed to lose. He knew he was not going to chin Pimblett because that was pretty much his only chance. He was not going to win a decision in Manchester. But he looked old, honestly, and that was one of my concerns here. Was his chin, the judges, and his age. I know he's an elite boxer, but Paddy has a chin. I was mesmerized once. Why would he shoot that takedown? I think he shot for that takedown. Halfway through it was like, what the fuck am I doing? So he did not fully commit it. He only committed halfway through. And that was the end of it. He made a mistake, and instead of just rolling with it, like, okay, I fucked up, but let me do a full, let me try to actually do this takedown here. And he was like, no, disengaged, but he was already halfway through and gave a position. Paddy Pimblett's very good on the ground. And that was it. Made a shit ton of money. I was right. I should have went with Paddy by finish. I do not care. I think I had like 5 tickets on Paddy. I had one at plus 150, plus 140, plus 120, plus 110 at even money. I put a shit ton of money on Pimblett, dude. I knew he was going to win. Let's fucking go. And what's next for him, really? Bobby Green. I like Green a lot, but I think he should start. I'm not saying he should retire, but he should definitely start planning his retirement. If you know what I mean. Like, get another. You could try another fight versus like a contender on the come up, or somebody that's in that top 16, top 20 range. And if you get knocked out or finished like easily again, just fight a can one more time and retire. Pimblett, is he that good? I know nobody's as good as their best fight, and nobody's as bad as their worst fight, and this was definitely Pimblett's best performance. Nobody had subbed Bobby Green ever. I know Bobby Green did half of the job there, but still, it was an amazing performance. Thank God for Paddy Pimblett. God save the Queen, lad. Next up, my other wrong pick of the night, CLD and RoboCop. Man, I think Leroy Duncan lost his aura here. I really believe that. He was supposed to be the better striker. He is more fluid and nimble. But he looked bad, man. I know RoboCop he's that dude. I thought he was going to look older. And since it was a short notice on another country, across the pond, I went with CLD because I thought, well, no, I didn't thought. I know he had aura. He lost it. But I think he folded as soon as he got a taste of that power. He did not like to get hit. I know Rodriguez hits like a fucking truck, so I understand. But he was losing the exchanges on the feet, and he was clinching where Rodriguez is worlds ahead of him on the clinching and the grappling and the wrestling. He's bigger. I honestly thought he could be like a top 5 contender because he's still young, and he could probably still be because he's a good athlete. I thought he showed a lot of heart. I think a lower level fighter or someone that's not hungry like a CLD would have just crumbled and folded. I think if Rodriguez was fighting a Can or someone like I don't know, like a fighter that knows he's not going anywhere, and he'll probably do better if he loses by finish. Because the UFC, you know, they like those guys that get finished. Would have folded. With Rodriguez, man, he's on a run. I want to see him fight a ranked opponent next. But man, this guy, I think if he wasn't 36, I give him a pretty good chance at winning the title, especially in a division like this. This dude has power. He's a pretty good striker. I thought CLD was going to be able to expose him, but he looked sharp on the feet. Has great jiu-jitsu, good grappling. He's a very good wrestler. He's big and strong. He just outmanned, out-physical CLD here. And he definitely has more dog in him than a Chris Duncan. Great win for RoboCop. I'm hoping for a bounce back win for CLD. So I'm not as high as I was going into this fight, but I'm still high on him. And Rodriguez, man, you know, those Brazilian, the king, you know, those Brazilians are the kings of those EPOs, right? Or main card opener of the night, my first loss, my first wrong pick of the night. I started on an insane 10-0 run. For a second, after this first round, I thought I was going perfect. I thought I was going undefeated on my picks because Giga looked great. I felt amazing after that first round. I was like, oh my god, I cannot be stopped today. Let me put more money on Paddy Pimblett. I should have done that. But he started to slow down, and now we know why. He tore his shoulder, his right shoulder. He started to slow down in the second. That cost him the round because, like I said on the intro, Arnold Allen won the second half of that round, and the judges are going to give you that round if you win the last 2.5 minutes. There was 2 ways to beat it. There's only 2 paths to beating Chikadze hits. You either put a lot of pressure on the feet, keep him on his back foot, or wrestle, because he sucks. He sucks in the ground. He's a turtle. And shout out to Arnold Allen. Kudos to him. He fought a great fight. He has that dog in him. If that knee landed, he would have gotten knocked out cold there. It was so close. But yeah, my luck kind of had to run out at some point. But he took the riskier path to victory here, was just a non-stop pressure on Giga. It paid off. Now that we know that Giga got injured, I think Giga would have done enough to win round 2. I really do. I'm not complaining. I did not have any money, so I'm not coping. I like Giga. I'm not a big fan of Arnold Allen. I don't think he's that good. Especially, I don't think he's very smart now that that's how he showed up. Taking the riskier path. He definitely did not know that Giga pulled his shoulder. So I think that was a mistake from him. Yeah, it worked, but Giga got injured. But that also, I think that rises his stock because everybody was starting to sell their Allen stocks And if he would have just gone out there and wet blanket for Giga for 15 minutes, get the easy win, just wrestle. People would have been like, oh, I mean, that's what you're supposed to do versus Giga. Any wrestler beats Giga to win that. But shout out to Arnold. He fought a good fight. And I think a lot of people are back on his train after that win, for sure. Not me though. I'm not buying that hype on Arnold Allen. Not anymore. Next up, our featured prelim fight of the night. Nathaniel Wood. God, I mean, this guy needs to learn how to finish people. He'd be so good. He definitely would have a much better record than what he has now. He looks great on the feet. I know he was fighting an old man. But he was supposed to finish Pineda. They did not give him Pineda to win a decision. And a close decision. I think there's an argument where this ends in a draw. We all know Wood got that second round. 10-8. Okay, that was a 10-8. Pineda won round 1. And there's an argument for Pineda to win round 3. Wood just lays there on his guard for 3 minutes. That's not very smart. Again, he is not very smart. He could have finished Pineda in the second round, but he didn't. This was my first and only actual bet that I lost money on. I have Wood by finish. He looks great, and then he doesn't. I don't know what to make of Woodman, because I think he's very talented. I don't think he's by any means small for featherweight. I think he's a better featherweight than a bantamweight for sure. But good win for him. I mean, this was a layup. He was supposed to get the finish. He didn't. But Pineda showed dog, really. I thought he on that second round that he was going to fold, because I thought he was just here for the paycheck. It turns out he wasn't. But good win for Nate Wood. I told you BRUNA Brazil was going to beat Molly McCann. BRUNA Brazil, the hot... I don't think I can say the hottest. The cutest, most beautiful girl on the roster. Put on a clinic on Molly McCann. This girl's a problem. I'm telling you right now, this girl is a problem. He is huge for 115. Has great range, good kicks. And now, with the fighting nerds on her corner, the sky's the limit for her. I don't think she could beat Wei Lee. She definitely needs to work on her grappling and her wrestling. But even there, she was out hustling. I know Molly McCann was shot with those body shots from BRUNA the first round. So maybe that's why she was winning those scrambles. And besides, Molly isn't even that good anywhere, really. She got a few highlight KOs, but I never really understood the Molly hype. But man, is she tough. I was never really a big fan of her. Well, I enjoyed watching her fights. I was not a fan of Molly McCann. I think this fight made me realize how tough she is. I thought he was going to fold, because I thought Molly McCann was I'm not going to say she's a quitter, but I thought that was her style, just go out and either get killed or get the kill. But she's tough. I know, I would say 98 out of 100 girls, if they would have been in Molly's spot there on Saturday, would have quit. Would have just, crumbled. And because those body shots, man, they shot you down. She made good adjustments the other fight. We knew she only has one way to win, and it's a chaotic chaos with a KO, because she has power. There were some moments where I was like, oh my god, she landed a couple clean right hooks on BRUNA. I was like, oh, and she definitely hurt her. And I was like, oh my god, please, I'm going to kill myself if BRASIL loses like this. But Molly McCann is old now. She got outskilled in every aspect of this fight. The grappling, the wrestling, definitely the striking. She's old now. Her run is over. Just put her against Cans in UK cards. I think that's the fighter she is now. She's not. I mean, she has power for the division, so just put him up against your Martin Mans of the world. And BRUNA, I love her. Like, if I was already obsessed with BRASIL, like, you have no idea how much I am in love with this girl after this win. I want to fly out to Brazil and meet her. I'm kidding. But she looked amazing and beautiful out there. She's a very tough out from range. And she manages it better. She definitely got a lot better than her last fight for sure. She got better at managing her range, and honestly, for this division, you know what? He reminds me of a Marina Rodriguez, a more athletic Marina Rodriguez, and look at how far Marina Rodriguez got with her style. I know Rodriguez definitely has the better hands, but BRASIL has better kicks and is more athletic. I think she's stronger. I think she's also stronger than Marina. I know Marina's probably taller, right? So I think Marina's like 5'8". Marina's 5'7". But with the fighting nerves, she could be dangerous. I think she's definitely the new Marina Rodriguez of the division. Tall, big, good IQ, great game plan, sticks to it. And when it got dirty on the clinch and the fight hit the floor, she was able to scramble. She looked great. She looked absolutely beautiful, gorgeous out there, just beautiful kicks, beautiful face. God, I love BRASIL. Kaylan Love Run sucks. Kaylan, I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing it right either way, but Jake Hadley, the White Kong, out-skilled. He had the flyweight skill advantage, faster, better hands, better IQ, better movement. And he did the only thing he was supposed to do. Defend the takedowns and piece him up on the feet. That's what he did. Easy 30-27 decision. We knew that Hadley was not going to finish him. We got greedy and it paid off. The money line was plus 200. Hadley by decision was plus 200. So those $100 for free there. They were just laying there for you to take it. Great win. Love Run sucks. He is terrible. He sucks. I mean, what is he? Is he a wrestler? He's not. He's not a good wrestler. He's just big. And if he's able to take you down, he definitely can control you. I mean, this guy is a fucking cylinder block, has a cylinder block head, so I don't think he's getting KO'd anytime soon. But he's too hesitant. I don't know if he's just too slow. But his game plan, what is he trying to prove here? Is his back? He's a wrestler, and he was worried about getting tired. That's why he was. He was just supposed to be grinding Hadley up against the fence. I don't care if you take him down, just grind him there. And he was preparing for a southpaw too. Hadley took this on short notice. We know he's a huge flyweight. So, I mean, he even missed weight up a weight class. You were already in camp preparing for a southpaw. You have no excuses here. You suck. You are terrible. Kalen Lovren is terrible. I don't know if my memory is going crazy on me, but I don't remember him shooting for a single takedown on that first round. He's not good anywhere. He is terrible. I'm going to fade him again on his next UFC fight. After that, he's losing and I think he's done. And for Jake Hadley, man, the White Con, great win. Much needed win. And he looked good for the division. I mean, it looks like the weight cut is a problem for him at 125. I honestly would not hate a move up in weight class for him. I think that's the way to go on his next career chapter at bantamweight for Jake Hadley. Next up, everybody, the people's main event. What a fucking clown show this turned out to be, right? What the fuck were they doing? I know Mokai is a douche. I was high on him. I even said he was going to be the champion. He's definitely going to be the PFL champion. Or whatever. I mean, whatever promotion signs him. He's definitely the best flyweight out there. That's not in the UFC. Because his striking has gotten better, but boring-ass style. I thought we were going to get something similar than with the Perez fight, where he was just, shooting takedowns. He was not doing that this time. He was just, I don't know what these guys were doing there. And you can take Cap down pretty easily. This was just all bark. Those two look like two chihuahuas in there. I mean, all the security guards cleared them by a foot. And by 150 pounds. Okay? For a second, I thought Mike Beltran was going to big grill the both of them. One head under each arm and just hold them there. Because they look like two small kids at the playground. And when their parents were finally done with them, we're like, alright, just go out there and kill each other. And they were like, oh, wait. I mean, are you going to... Isn't somebody supposed to stand between us while we bark at each other? Fucking clowns, man. Didn't do shit versus an injured opponent. What the fuck? That was the highlight of the fight. That and Cap mooning the crowd. How do you not take a point away from this dude after all the shit all the shenanigans he puts on and off the cage? And for Cap, man, he was scared of the takedown, so this is also another fight where I don't know if my memory is wrong or I just have Alzheimer's today. I don't recall seeing Cap throw a single strike in the first round. Obviously exaggerating there. But on the second, got his big toe injured. So that made him slow down even more. We know that Caps is low volume. Now he's injured. He's fighting a guy that's supposed to be shooting relentless takedowns. And now he's out of the UFC. Good. Like, I thought... I still think he has all the potential in the world. And I said on my preview, he needs to mature. He's not very mature. He plays too much. And Now he lost the best opportunity of his life. Could he go out there, win 3 championships, dominate, and the UFC signs him in a couple of years? For sure. That's probably what's going to happen. But he needs to get his act together, or Dana will never sign him again. Next up, Owen Elliott versus Pressure Parsons. Man, did he get out wrestled and big broed him?
Does it get easier?
Owen Elliott big bro Parsons on that fight. He was better everywhere. Everywhere. Parsons had nothing for him. Dominated every aspect of the fight. And this is the best he's ever looked. And I was never that high on Elliott. But, I mean, the game plan was easy. I knew Elliott had better hands. So just stop the takedowns. That's all you were supposed to do on your cam. Defend the takedown. Defend the takedown. Defend the takedown. Defend the takedown. Because Parsons got frustrated. He definitely got frustrated. He landed like 1, maybe 2 takedowns on like 10 tries. He was landing some nice kicks, but got out wrestled, and that was his game plan. That's his bread and butter. He kind of got frustrated, and I think he was pretty sure, he was pretty convinced going into this fight that he was going to be able to take Elliott down. Because I don't think he came to this fight with a plan B. He got outmanned, out physical, out wrestled by a striker. Is someone a striker? I don't know what he is. But the wrestler got out wrestled here. Good underdog win here. The fight of the night. I don't know if they've made it official, but this was definitely the fight of the night. If they gave this to, I guess you could make a case for Mokai versus Cape, right? But no, this was definitely fight of the night. I mean, Praggnio saved my ass here. I was worried. I thought it was going to be my first loss. Praggnio, I gave Praggnio round 2. Was it round 2? Yeah, round 2. I gave Praggnio round 2. So I had it 1-1. He hurts Bukauskas at the start of the third, so I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. But he's stupid. He's an idiot. He sold. Thank God I went with the younger man here. Because this was an amazing fight, really. Both were landing big shots from... Well, I mean, Praggnio was landing from range. But when he rushed or he tried to get in the phone booth, he was getting pissed up. He was fighting very good from range. This guy is a turtle off his back. He has some nice kicks. He definitely landed a beautiful kick when Bukauskas thought he was going to finish him. Praggnio up against the fence. I don't know how the fuck did he pull that off for a 36-year-old man. But Bukauskas showed a better IQ. And yeah, I mean, if you're fighting the turtle, just take him down. Put him on his back and you'll submit him in 2 minutes, 3 minutes, right? But both of these guys, man, show hard. They're tough. Both got hurt multiple times, and they did enough to survive. It was a great fight. Beautiful fight. It was very entertaining, to say the least. Good win for Bukauskas. And Praggnio has autism, and that helped me on my prediction here. Kiefer Crosby is not UFC level. He landed his best shots, couple overhand rights. Patterson ate them. He's a turtle off his back, no submission defense. Patterson looks amazing at welterweight. He really does. He looks sharp. This is the best he's ever looked. I feel like this was the theme in this card. I mean, everybody came prepared to show their best version. It was a great card. Honestly, it was a very good card. I mean, we had some stinkers here and there, but it was a pretty entertaining fight, to say the least. His boxing looked clean. I think this kid, if he learns how to keep his chin tucked, he could definitely be a problem. This was a layup in his home country. I predicted him to get the submission in round 2. Should have gone with round 1. But that was pretty easy layup. I want to see Patterson against somebody that belongs in the UFC before I can say he is legit. Mick Parkin, baby. I won $500 off of Mike McParkin this weekend. He looks solid like always versus this level of competition. We know he is better than these cans. Why do we have to keep matching him versus these clowns at heavyweight? He looked better than ever. This was a much needed finish. I mean, he'll just keep beating cans until he starts fighting ranked competition. And I think that's where we fade Mick Parkin. Because I don't think he beats a tie. No, you know what? I think he has more ethic and work ethic than Tuivasa, so I think he beats him. I mean, Tuivasa could club him, knock him out conscious for sure. But Parkin, he's going to be there for the next 10 years. He's going to be hovering right around that top 6. Maybe we see him going around somewhere in the future where he somehow, some way, Mick Parkin is the number 3 ranked heavyweight in the world. It could happen. He'll never be champion, no way. But I think he could be the next gatekeeper for the division. Like, if you beat Mick Parkin, you're good. That's probably his ceiling. I don't see top contender, like top title contender. No way, nah. And for Bresky, I mean, you're fat, dude. What the fuck are you doing out heavyweight? Just cut down on the fucking sausages, because he's Polish, right? Yeah. Stop eating sausages. Get your shit together. Get yourself a nutritionist to get you on a good diet and cut down to light heavyweight. That's his natural division. And he weighed like 235, right? He definitely has 30 pounds of fat, of just lard in that body. He was ripped. He just got lazy, started eating too much sausages and burgers, got fat, and was like, oh shit, now I have to fight at heavyweight. Because he looked good on the feet. He does not suck on the feet. But, if you're getting clubbed at heavyweight without having to cut weight, that could be an issue. So, just cut him. He's not UFC level. He's never beaten anybody good. He's just 1-4. And his only win is Walter Walker. And I want to see that guy fight Usman so I can crown the worst heavyweight in the UFC. Whoever loses that fight is the worst fighter in all of the UFC. And finally, we made it to our first fight of the night. Mama B, OnlyFans girl. My God, Shauna Bannon sucks. If Alderian, I'll just call him Alice. I don't know what's her last name. I don't remember. If Alice had a full camp, she beats Bannon for sure. My God, this Mama Beast is terrible. Cannot defend the takedowns. Every time she was going first, she was having success. She was too hesitant. She was giving too much respect to a OnlyFans porn star girl. And Alice was gassed too. She was too hesitant. I mean, you have an opponent you're fighting a porn star on short notice. She's fat, okay? She looks soft. She's a fat 125er. She's a natural 115. She looked fat at 115. She's not good at anything. She was just bigger. No skills whatsoever. She showed bad cardio, but she fought through it. She has a chin. Although, I mean, obviously, Bannon does not have any power. Doesn't have any technical skills on her hands. Was landing some some decent combinations when he was just doing that same blitz over and over and over and over again. That karate style blitz. Man, Sean Bannon is terrible. I honestly believe this Alice girl, this porn star, beats Bannon with a full cam. I honestly do. She was out of shape. And probably, and I think I'm pretty sure she hadn't fought in like 2 years. She was just doing porn and OnlyFans. That's how bad Bannon is. But that's the end of the video. That's the full recap. What we learned from the UFC 304. I cannot wait for this Abu Dhabi card. Looks amazing on paper. Shout out to Anthony Smith. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a like. Leave a comment down below if you think Corey Sandhagen can beat Umar Nurmagomedov in Abu Dhabi. And yeah, I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your week, and I'll see you guys on Thursday.